Hey loves, you haven't slept in 8 to 10 hours since your baby has been born, right? I know. That's why I'm sitting here right now in my robe and my scarf for you mamas. Because my baby, she in there sleeping peacefully and has been for nearly 2 whole months. Oh, you tried everything, right? It's okay. Stick around and I'm going to show you how I stopped breastfeeding in 1 day. And with diligence and a little bit of acting, you can too. All right, let's get started. So, let me begin by telling you this worked on my 2-year-old. For younger babies, I'm honestly not sure if it'll work because it's based on their comprehension of the verbiage that I use. It's nothing real hard or anything like that, but it's also their sympathy towards you. I nurture my kids, so when they're hurt, sad, have boo-boos, that's probably another reason, because I nurture them and I tell them and I hug on them and they get the idea. So I tried this method even with my 9-year-old when she was 2, but I don't think I followed through enough. Because it's real simple. And we're going to keep this short and sweet. Bandage your boob. Put some fake blood on the outside of the Band-Aid and say, "Mommy has a boo-boo," or whatever you call it when they get hurt. You're going to have to put on your best acting, because they will try to touch it. They're going to try to pull it. They're going to try everything. And when they do, I need you to wince, say ouch, cry if you have to. Remember, you are doing this for your sleep and your sanity. So you're going to have to act like you are getting an Academy Award. So I'm going to break this down a little bit slower, since I just ran through it in the first minute. But I'm going to break this down slower for you. Here's how. Here's a picture of my bandage boob. I only showed the bandage part so YouTube wouldn't take it down, but I put it across my areola, my nipple. So, let me start by saying I couldn't find any Band-Aids. It's funny how you can find them when you don't need them, but I would probably bandage them like this. So, instead, I used a panty liner, as you can see. And listen, don't judge me. I'm getting my sleep. Are you? I can't say, though, I thought of this tactic on my own. I actually read it and saw it on videos years ago. Recall, my middle baby is 9 now. So this would have had to be maybe 7 years ago. But as I was researching the topic again with another baby, my little baby came along, I ran across so many methods, from putting lemon juice on your boob, hot sauce, pickle juice. But not only did I not want this to burn my baby's mouth, I also knew she liked sour stuff. She eat pickles on the daily, so I knew that wouldn't work. And I already had tried the wean method with her dad, and that didn't work either, because she cried so long and so hard and woke up in the middle of the night feeling for my boob. We are co-sleepers, mind you. So I gave in, of course. So when I saw the hurt boob method, I said, forget all that other stuff. I'm going to give this a try again. Even with the negative comments under the video that I was watching from people who have never even tried it or sufficiently kept going, I said, I'm going to try it. So I stuck that pad right on it. Mind you, I was only feeding from one boob. Long story short, but I have been feeding from one boob since she was 2 months. Due to the way we slept. I slept on my right side. And it worked for us. And I produced enough. I wish I had known that for my first 2 kids. It's all in the mind. Another video, another time. So, also, I didn't have any fake blood. I found some children's Tylenol that I never used and said, this is going to have to work. It was pink. It was closest to red. I don't know why I didn't think to use like a red marker, but I just remember being in the bathroom and so desperate to do it that night because I needed her to stop. I needed some sleep so bad. So children's Tylenol was the closest to red I could find, and it was going to work. You hear me? So I cut the pad, as you can see, and I put it on the pad, let it dry a little bit, and I threw my pajamas on. I looked myself in the mirror, and I said, showtime. So I started by showing her my bandage boob, because by then she had watched enough YouTube videos and heard me say boo-boo enough that she was familiar with the term. So I showed her my bandage boob before she was ready to eat, to kind of like sort of put it in her mind before she got hungry. Now listen up to this part. I used quotations mark around hungry because I realized I was over worried about her being underfed or not sufficiently fed. That's our first thought. Like, oh no, they need to eat through the night. And this was all made up in my mind because after 1 year old, she was eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner with snacks in between. Y'all know how these toddlers are. So even if she wasn't finishing her meals then, because, you know, they could be finicky sometimes, she was eating. So now at 2, she had even heavier meals and definitely heavier dinners. And she was eating just way more than she was before. So during and after I stopped breastfeeding, I realized she was only eating through the night for comfort. And due to the routine that she'd been so used to, go to sleep, eat through the night, wake up. It was a routine. So back to the action. When she got sleepy that night, and we usually eat from my boob to doze off, which is routine that we sat and they got with it, I reiterated, Mommy has a boo-boo. Ouch, ouch. She looked worried at first. And y'all, honestly, I felt a little bad. But I was not giving in too quick. Not this time. So she ended up getting in her dad's arm. And he walked around and rocked her until she fell asleep. 5 to 10 minutes flat. She was out. I thought, okay, that wasn't that bad. She went to sleep without the boo. Until she woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, trying to feed. Eat. And guess what I did? I put that performance right back on. Mommy has a boo-boo. And she looked at me and she felt really sad. So she went back to sleep. Dad rocked her a little bit, patted her on the butt. And the next thing I know, all I could recall, it was 8:30 a.m. on the clock. And I was instantly relieved. Like, oh my God, I got sleep. It may have not been through the night completely, but one time, waking up briefly, it was not bad at all. I mean, come on. This went on, okay, for about 3 days straight. Her waking up in the middle of the night, but it would only be one time. I'm used to her waking up like 3-4 times. And every single time, Mama boo-boo, Mama boo-boo. Honestly, too, I need to put on that it helped dramatically by having a partner. But if you don't have one for any reason, I suggest you gotta stand up, rock them back to sleep versus letting them cry, and you'll be fine. So by the 4th night, I slept a whole 8 to 9 hours, no interruptions, baby, and I almost cried with joy. She even slept long enough for me to get my 15-minute walk in and make me some coffee, baby. So, promise you, if you are struggling to wean your baby, I utterly recommend you trying this method. It's something you're going to have to put in your head. You got to act. You got to act for your sanity. You hear me? But look, right now it is 11:29 on a Saturday, and I am up making YouTube videos and getting my stuff done because baby girl is sleeping through the night. So I encourage you guys to try it. Leave me some messages in a comment. Let me know how it works. I will cheer you on, baby, because us mothers, we need our sleep. We've done a lot. We need sleep. These kids are trying to drive us crazy. Don't let them drive you crazy, baby. Get your sleep back. Put that acting on. Much love.